Hey everyone, I'm Eric, and this is My 2 cents on faith healing and televangelism.
You think you have the best of intentions. I cannot shake the taste of blood in my mouth. I keep on thinking that it's all done and all over now. You keep on thinking you can save me.
Please donate generously. You may not have much, but every little bit helps. All we ask for is your life savings and maybe a bit more. I mean, you really don't need to pay that electric bill this month, do you? Now that you ask what's in it for you, well, for this small donation, you get a special blessing direct from God Himself. Channeled through me, of course. And for a limited time, you also get to see me perform false healings and help absolutely no one aside from my close personal friends and my pocketbook, of course.
Sound familiar? Well, while it may not be what the televangelists and faith healers say directly, the message behind their otherwise empty words seems to be just that. Pat Robertson, Benny Hinn, and many others like them have lied, cheated, and quite literally stolen billions of dollars from thousands of people whose only sin was wanting to believe perhaps a bit too much. In my opinion, these people are the lowest of the low, the scummiest of the scum that, well, you see where I'm going with this. Benny Hinn has been working his faith healing mojo for over 35 years, yet has never been able to provide a single medically proven case of actual faith healing. To my knowledge, the only three that he's even ever attempted to pass off as proof have been all easily explained by medical science. Like, say, the one who was actually already in remission for 3 months prior to the faith healing, or the one that actually wasn't healed at all and ended up dying anyways. I guess the devil truly is in the details, isn't he? As for Pat Robertson, this is the guy who, in the wake of the devastating earthquake in Haiti, proceeded to blame the Haitians for this, stating, well, maybe I should let him state it.
And you know, Christy, something happened a long time ago in Haiti, and people might not want to talk about it. They were under the heel of the French, uh, Napoleon the Third and whatever. And they got together and swore a pact to the devil. They said, we will serve you if you'll get us free from the French. It's a true story. And so the devil said, okay, it's a deal. And they kicked the French out. The Haitians revolted and got themselves free. But ever since, they have been cursed by one thing after the other, desperately poor. That island of Hispaniola is one island. Mm-hmm. It's cut down the middle. On the one side is Haiti, on the other side is the Dominican Republic. Yeah. Dominican Republic is prosperous, mm-hmm. healthy, full of resorts, etc. Haiti is in desperate poverty. Same islands. They need to have, and we need to pray for them, a great turning to God.
Wow, such a compassionate Christian. No delusions at all, wouldn't you say? I'm not sure if he actually believes this is a true story or if he's just using this tragedy as a way to lay blame to the people of Haiti for this natural disaster. Emphasis on natural here. But it's quite telling one way or the other. He's either completely deluded or the worst kind of opportunistic fuck for taking advantage of the suffering of others to spread his equally deluded messages. I'm betting on a combination of both, but that's just me. The problem, of course, is that no matter how many times these frauds are exposed, people still tend to flock to them. It's impossible to lay all the blame at their feet simply because the fools who support them reinforce the delusions of the masses. Don't get me wrong, I still think these charlatans deserve to rot in jail for preying on the logically challenged and emotionally vulnerable. But I think that people who believe in this nonsense have to share some of the blame and some of the responsibility. It's not like they have a mental defect that keeps them from seeing logic. They just choose to ignore it, remaining blissfully unaware, if substantially poorer for it. So what can we as rational, reasonable people do? I think first and foremost, the most important step is education. It's high time we make it a priority to teach people the difference between reality and fiction. If we can do that, these hucksters have much less appeal to the masses, and perhaps we can start seeing some real progress in general. Now, I could go on about this forever, but I trust that I've made my point. Televangelism and faith healing are nothing more than a means to separate fools from their money and an attempt to control the politics in the world in which they live. Although these guys tend to be the worst of the bunch, it seems to me that that's a constant reigning truth about the uppermost level of religion as a whole and Christianity in general. Perhaps I'll say that for another rant, though.